Hello and welcome to News. I am a shorter version of Mrs. Harrell.
Or am I a taller version of Mr. Stack?
Okay.
Anyway.
Alright, so we do not have much to talk about today. This is going to be a short episode. We're going to talk about the Wax Museum, since that is the closest thing that we have coming up. Mr. Stack, take it away.
It is going to be it's going to start May 2nd. We're going to categorize it. The people that will go first on May 2nd will be the A through H.
Okay.
The second day will be I through P.
Wait, you did what? This is so funny.
Real mature.
No, say it again. What's the second day?
It will be the letters I through the letters. Dang, that sounds even worse. If you have a last name that starts with I, going all the way to a letter that starts with the last name of P, you will go day 2.
Okay.
Day 3 will be Q through Z.
Okay.
And then we'll be done. So they need to make sure they, and we'll tell it to them as well, but they need to make sure they bring their costume that day because that will be part of their grade.
Right.
And then also part of their grade, will be showcase night.
Right. Which is on May 4th.
And if you can't make it, it will not hurt their grade for not being there, but it will be heavily incentivized to be there. It will help your grade a lot.
It's a great night to be there anyway. You're going the choir is going to be performing. There's going to be free food out there. Mm-hmm. The kids get to celebrate what they have been learning all year long, and I just think it's going to be great.
Yeah. So. And it's always really cool to see kids be able to bring parents in, and you can tell on their face how excited they are to show you guys what they've been working on and some of the stuff that they're really proud about. That's going to be hanging in the walls and stuff.
So speaking of what the kids have been working on.
So today we started making, we've been talking about Roman architecture, so they had to make a blueprint of a Roman structure, and then today, kind of going along the lines of what an architect would do, they made a model today of a Roman aqueduct.
What's that?
Which, if you don't know what an aqueduct is, it's basically the Romans, they had a pipeline basically of water that they would start in the mountains or whatever source of water, and they would build arches, and there would be a line of water that would run through it, and it would be covered, and it would basically go into the city, and then they could have fresh drinking water to bathe in. It led to basically a sewage system and running water and all that stuff. But so what they're doing is they're using cups and paper to kind of make a very obviously small scale model of an aqueduct. And
is there a reason that what's the next stage? So they've drawn
So this is
something.
a model, so the next thing they're going to do is they're actually going to build a smaller functional aqueduct, which will be for STEM Day.
STEM Day. And here to talk about STEM Day is Mr. Sauer and Mrs. Dobbs.
Hey, Mr. Sauer, I hear something really cool's coming up.
It is. Are you talking about Friday, May 19th?
I sure am. I think that's the last Friday of school before the kids get out.
We are doing STEM Olympics. Can you tell them what STEM stands for, Mrs. Dobbs?
STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
And we will be doing this all day long. And so, your child should have brought home a pink sheet talking about everything about it. And at the bottom, we asked if you wanted to volunteer. And we could use lots of volunteers, isn't that right?
That is right.
So, if you would like to volunteer, please feel free to check out the pink sheet that your child should have brought home, return the bottom portion saying I would like to volunteer all morning, or if you can only do from certain times, that's fine too. Send that back, or you can look at our emails down below and shoot Mrs. Dobbs or myself an email saying you would love to volunteer.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you can join us.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sauer and Mrs. Dobbs. We are looking forward to STEM. I think it's going to be a really great and fun activity. Mm-hmm. Other than that, we have no homework going on in social studies this week. The students just really need to focus on getting those Wax Museum projects done. If you all have any questions for us or any concerns, please feel free to email us. We will be glad to chat about any concerns that you may have. That's it for us, right?
That's it.
Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, thank you, and join us next week for another edition of News. Okay, I'll go get them.